Hi, this is a quick unboxing and a review of the Aukey gaming mouse. This model is called the Scropid gaming mouse. It has up to 4000 dpi. The model here is KM-G1. This is the typical Aukey packaging. Let's just go ahead and unbox it and see what comes inside. So here we go. On the inside, you have presented with the mouse itself. As you can see here, a pretty nice big mouse, and there is the cable for it. And then the other thing that comes with it is a little small user menu. So here's the user menu. Just a little bit of information, show you the product overview here. You got here the installation instruction, basically telling you to connect to the computer and it will automatically install. And if you want to download the extra driver, you can download from the Aukey website. So here's the Aukey gaming mouse. You can see here, you have this nice braided cable. The end of the USB cable, where the plug is, you have the little interference seal right here. The cable itself is 5 feet long, and you do have a gold bladed end here. So here's the mouse, as you can see, has a nice little futuristic look to it, really nice. You have these little blade here on each side to basically rest your arm, and they look like they're metal and stainless steel, but they actually make out of plastic. You have two buttons here, back, forward, rewind right here. Right here you have a little knob, I don't know what it does. Up top here you have some lighting mode. You have your left and right click, scroll wheel, also a click. You have a DPI switch button in the middle here, and these are different DPI settings, and it will lit up when you plug it in. At the bottom there is that plate again, as you can see, and there's your optical sensor at the bottom though. So this is what the mouse look like. Right now it's changing to a different color. It look like it's slowly fading from color to color. There you go. See a little bit red, orange. You have your Scorpio logo down there. Really nice. It's a professional gaming mouse right here. You have this nice little different area for light. The click button is pretty sensitive, and the scroll mouse works pretty good. So you have your DPI button here. Let's just press it. And right now we have 800, 1200, 1600. Next one is 2400. Right next to my dead adder. Can I give you an idea? As far as size wise, it's roughly about the same size as the dead adder. Dead adder, of course, is a right-handed mouse. My dead adder, the back button is the one that is in the back here, and it's the most useful button. That's the one that I use the most, and I think in most mouses like that. On this mouse, the back button is actually forward up here. When I'm here, I have my thumb right here, and I want to go back, I basically have to reach forward here, where this is the forward button. So just a small little annoyance. I hope the software can change this. So I've been putting the Aukey gaming mouse to its pace for the past 2 weeks or so, and so far the experience has been pretty good. The mouse itself is comfortable to use, and it's designed to be ambidextrous, but really in the end it kind of come out to be a right-handed mouse. I said that for a simple reason is because the back and forward button here is only on your side, and there's no button on your side at all. So basically you are stuck with that. So if you are, let's say, a left-handed person, you will have to use those buttons using your finger. I think most left-handed person will still prefer the pressing of these buttons from your side. Initially I had a problem with this being the forward button, this being the back button, but in the software you can change all of that, and you can basically configure any of these buttons. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons on this mouse, and it's all configurable. Even the CPI switch button can be changed. Speaking of the CPI switch, you have here 4 different settings: 800, 1200, 1600, and then finally 2400. And that is not set in stone. You can go and change it in the software, and in the software you can change it to anything you like, but the display here will be this. As you can see here, the scroll wheel is really well designed, and I really like the texture on it. Feel really nice to the touch. It doesn't have a good clicky feedback. You can feel the click, but it's not like a loud click at all. You can be an advantage or disadvantage, just depend on your preference really. For me it works pretty well, and I didn't have any complaint with it. I use this mainly to play Counter-Strike, and my favorite setting is around 1600 dpi, so that's why I usually have it set. I play a lot of CSGO in this, and it turned out pretty good. This is my typical grip with the 2 side flange here. It kind of support your pinky and your palm, so it stay on here, and the mouse is very smooth. The cable itself is a little bit tough, and you know, that could get in the way. I just try to straighten it out and not to get it touching anything, but when it does touch something, the mouse is pretty light, it's gonna yank on it, so you gotta make sure your cable staying clean, and that's just the thing with braided cable. This mouse didn't have any issues tracking during the time I use it. Also, you do have a polling rate up to 1000 Hz, just in case you're wondering, you can change that. And pretty much here in the gaming mouse you have basically a few settings. Under the main control you have this button assignment, so you can reassign all 6 of the button. The left, right, the mouse click, the CPI switch, and the back and forward button are here on the thumb side, and you can change all of those. Each one of these buttons are programmable, and you can change them to a variety of different mode. So you can have them assigned to a macro, for example, multimedia. you know, CPI switch, office function, Windows, mouse click. So you have a lot of different functions. Also, button off is one of the options. If you don't want to use it, you can turn it off. Below that, you have the macro button here, which you can assign and make macro. Here you have the left and right click. You can switch the orientation of the mouse. So basically, that just swap the button here. Down here you have the game profile. So you have 5 of these different profile, and you can edit and change them, and basically these profile are remembering of each the setting and also the setting over here. So on your side you have the DPI switch. So these are the 4 different DPI switch button you have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are corresponding to the button on the mouse, this DPI switch button here. So that's what these are for. So then you can change these and do whatever you want. So your minimum value is 400 and you can go all the way up to 4000. After you make this change, you can hit apply. And basically the button settings are saved to the mouse. It seems like when I change this button, I can move it to another computer, and the settings are remembered without installing the software. It's very nice. Down here you also have the double click setting. It's how fast you want to double click. Next, tap over, you have color control, and here you can change the color control to between the breathing mode and the different color mode here. Here you have the LED control. You can have it 3 different lighting, low, medium and high, and then these are different color that you can have it to rotate to, and you can select it on and off by doing like this. These are basically the only color you get to pick from, and you can turn them on and off during the cycle. Down here you also have the breathing mode. You can turn it on and off. Here you have the advanced setting, the vertical scroll speed of the mouse wheel. You have the pointer speed, how fast you want it, enable mouse acceleration. You can also adjust the X and Y sensitivity. I didn't play with these too much, I just left them the way they are. You also have the X and Y synchronized for tracking, and the polling rate out here is 125 Hz, 250, 500 and 1000 Hz. So very, very nice. Finally, you have update support. Here you can see the firmware and the software version. You have also had a reset button to the reset to the factory. But other than that, not much more. Up here you have the Aukey website. You can click on this and it will take you to the Aukey website. So overall, this Aukey gaming mouse works really well. This has some crazy design with this little knob here that serve absolutely nothing except just for look. And the lighting itself glow the whole mouse. However, you only have a few different colors to pick from, and it's not an unlimited amount like an RBG mouse. But I don't expect that in this price range. For a gaming mouse, I love the built-in CPI switcher, and another thing that's really nice is when you download the software and you install it, do your setting and save it, and it will save to the mouse. Actually, I was kind of impressed with that. There's one thing I do want to point out, and I'm not sure it was me or it's mouse. I get a feeling it's the mouse, but the way it's designed, a lot of time I'll be playing game, and sometimes I'll click left click, and sometimes I will accidentally right click. And I don't know if it's because the buttons are have very short travel and very sensitive, but you know, I didn't have this problem on my dead adder, but on this mouse I had that problem from time to time. I did get used to it and it's happened less, but initially I was, you know, playing games sometime and I would accidentally right click a lot. So I hope this short little review helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.